In the deep water now. Ball one. Clark hit the first pitch in the first inning and flied to left. He's hitting .375 this year against left-handers. Truly an outstanding hitter. And it brings up a possibilities, especially since the 20th anniversary of the '69 Mets is observed today. In 1989, it's conceivable that the battle for the most valuable player award would be between Dwight Gooden of the Mets and Will Clark of the San Francisco Giants. Maybe. The point being that 20 years ago, the first baseman of the Giants by the name of Willie McCovey beat a pitcher from the New York Mets by the name of Tom Seaver by 22 votes. Although Tom did win not only 26 games that year, but he was the Cy Young winner. 1-1. Ball two.
Was he here today?
Tom Seaver.
He got a no decision in the old timers game.
Worked 2/3 of an inning.
Pitched well, but didn't get any runs.
That's right.
And Orlando Cepeda almost took my head off.
That's what I was worried about. 2-1 to Clark. Ball three. 3-1.
One of the things I noticed about Ojeda, we talked about how his control was so good and was so good before he was hurt. He throws a lot of pitches, it seems to me, that really miss the strike zone and that are really a long ways away from the hitting zone. And that's very unlike him. He usually is around there. You can draw a little U shape as you're looking at the strike zone, and you can see a little a U, if you would, or a bucket, and he would be inside of that bucket. A little bit off the plate, a little bit on the plate, or whatever. But he seems to me to throw a lot of places that really miss.
3-2 to Clark. Foul back. Clark has walked 22 times. So you have a fella struggling a little bit with his control, certainly compared to last year, against a hitter who gets walks. Interestingly enough, Clark has not gotten as many intentional walks, however, as Kevin McReynolds. 3-2. And he got a hold of that one. A high drive into deep right field, and that one is gone in the Mets bullpen. Will Clark hits his 7th home run, 30 RBIs, and the Giants lead 1-0. Oh, what a hitter this guy is.
I've seen him for 2 days. I saw him last night and today. I have not seen him take a bad swing yet. He has a good, aggressive swing. And I looked at him last night and I said, boy, you might be able to get him upstairs. Now, certainly Bobby Ojeda is not Herb Score. The man does not have an overpowering fastball. But it looks like the place you might be able to pitch him is upstairs. He went right up on top of that ball and get it out of here. And that ball was up about shoulder high.
We'll take another look at this wonderful swing, because that's the only way to describe it. It is a textbook swing. The big kid out of New Orleans, Louisiana, who went to school and was a high school All-American in New Orleans. Went on to Mississippi State. And when everyone saw him at Mississippi State, they all said the same thing. He's a franchise hitter. Will Clark. 1-0 Giants. Off speed to Mitchell. Interesting, we were talking before about how the Mets are having trouble hitting home runs with men on base. So are the Giants now. Their last 8 home runs have been with the bases empty. He's hit 75 home runs in 2 years before this year. I mean, he's going to hit a ton.
Yeah, he is amazing.
Ball 3.
One thing these two clubs have in common is they're both basically first ball, fastball hitting clubs. The way to pitch him is kind of the way Ojeda pitches. Dead fish, a little turn over the fastball, a little slow curve, a little of this. That's the same way Krukov pitches. A little sinker, change up, flop pitch, and whatever. And that's really how to attack both of these ball clubs.
And there's a drive to right. Strawberry has to go back on that, and this baby's got a chance and goes out. So Mitchell, who was so strong, goes the other way and clears the wall at about the 370 sign. So back-to-back home runs by Clark and Mitchell, and the Giants lead 2-0. That means 9 home runs in a row have been with the bases empty for San Francisco. And for Mitchell, the league leader, 13 home runs, 41 RBI. For Ojeda, He had allowed 2 home runs in 39 previous innings, and he allows 2 in this inning.